Gentlemen, as confident guys, we like to experiment with a bit of colour in our wardrobes. A spice of colour, a bit of pizzazz, it can make you stand out in a crowd. However, sometimes things don't go exactly to plan. Occasionally, you will see someone walking down the street wearing something that looks absolutely horrendous on them, and often it's because of the colour. So in today's video, I want to warn you about certain colours that generally don't look good on most guys. But I'm not saying that all the colours in this video are going to look horrendous on every guy, because certain men, maybe you've got the face of Leonardo DiCaprio, you're going to be able to pull off pretty much anything. However, choosing one of these colours will probably leave you at a bit of a style disadvantage. 8 colours, gentlemen, 8 colours to avoid. The first 3 we're going to group all together in the category of crazy, bright and garish colours. Bright orange, bright green and bright yellow. Why oh why are men's clothing companies still making stuff in these absolutely crazy colours? They sort of make you look like a human traffic light when you're wearing them. The problem with wearing colours such as these is that people's eyes are just immediately drawn to the crazy colour, whether that be a t-shirt, trousers or shoes. They can't look at anything else. I mean, if you saw someone in bright green trousers, for instance, what's the first thing you're going to notice? The bright green trousers. And I will see some guys occasionally peacocking, sort of looking for attention by wearing these specific items, but you know, in my opinion, I would never be caught dead wearing some of the things that I've seen people wearing in the past. Now, some of these colours can still look quite good if they are toned down a bit. So let's say you go for a pastel colour equivalent of these 3 colours. These sorts of colours can go a lot better with different people's skin tones. But these super bright colours, no, no, no. The next colour to avoid is sort of a combination between a colour and a texture of clothing. Super shiny, bright colours that reflect the light. If you want to look like a human cutlery set, then this is definitely the way to go. I think some of the people that like wearing this sort of thing have the impression that it's going to make them look rich, famous, it's going to make them look immediately smart, when actually it just makes them look like a bit of a prat. I really don't think that this colour and texture ever really looks good. It tends to look tacky in my opinion, and it looks quite cheap. Stick to matte finish, gentlemen, leave the shininess to your watches and belt buckles. And I've got another 3 here grouped together in the same category, and I'm going to call this category sort of feminine colours. The first one here is super light wash jeans, and I'm not saying that light wash jeans can't look good in certain circumstances. However, if you go too light, they can just end up looking like a woman's pair of jeans. Also, they do tend to be a lot less versatile for you as well, because if you've got a really light pair of jeans, that is completely restricting you to casual use only. The next 2 colours that are joining the light wash denim in this section are feminine purples and pinks. And again, I'm not saying that a guy can't look great in purple and pink. Someone once told me that, you know, only a true man can get away with wearing pink. But sometimes it can just have that Barbie doll effect. When you go for specific tones, they can look really, really feminine on you, and it doesn't send out that overall masculine message. So when you're choosing these colours, you've got to be very careful. Now, the final colour that I'm going to include in this list is one that you probably wouldn't expect. It's nothing brash, it's nothing flashy or tacky, it's more like the other end of the spectrum. Dingy, dull and dirty browns. Certain brown colours can look great. However, I feel like generally browns for regular items of clothing as opposed to accessories never tend to look quite that good. I think sometimes it just has this old man sort of feel to it as well, which I personally don't like. A lot of the time I will see brown items that will generally just be big and baggy lumpy things. This type of colour often gives off the opposite of brashness and confidence. It kind of makes you look like you're very timid, you're wearing stuff that's very boring and very safe. I personally prefer to use browns and tans as part of my accessories, so belts, watch straps, shoes, things that aren't going to dominate the whole outfit and sort of dinge it down a bit. But again, sometimes browns can look really, really good as a main part of an outfit or even as a suit. You've just got to be extra picky and have a really good look out there. And I'm going to throw one extra bonus tip in here at the end for you as well, guys, and that is to do with different types of black clothing. People always say, oh, everything goes with black. Black looks good on every guy, but in my opinion that's not always the case. First of all, if you're a pale guy, black really isn't going to suit you. I find that when I wear blacks, it makes me look vampirically pale. But be careful when you're wearing black on black on black on black. I've seen this recently in a department store and the person just looks horrendous. There was no character to the outfit at all. Make sure that if you are going to use black items, that you do spice it up with a little bit of colour in a couple of the other items that you're wearing in the outfit as well. But there you go, fellas, only a short one today. That's going to wrap up this video. And if I've missed some of the worst colours in your opinion that guys really shouldn't be wearing, make sure you let me know in the comments section.